And then when Paddy comes on, I'll put the large screen on.
2047, it says schedule.
I think they've gone live now. Well, Brian's gone live now, and then I'll change Brian into the large screen. Hold on, let me see how I did that with the. Yeah, I think it was like that. Right, hold on. Hold on, let me see how I did that with the. Yeah, it was like that. Yeah, he'll come on soon. Right, Emerson. Hiya, Jake. There's Hangman. Say ya to Hangman, everyone. Hangman, say ya. Right.
41 on already.
Right. So then, what I'll do is when I've added Paddy, I'll make you into the big screen.
Fucking hell, it's warm.
I'll put you on the screen then, you know.
Where will Paddy just come on? Heavy rain soon. 63 on. Building up, it's building up, it's building up. There's no computer line, but we're off Carol Edward, bless Ellie Duffy's partner. Until I get the other one, I've sent for one. I was sent off for one, but I won't get here for a couple of days, it says. So it's the last time I have to use it.
For you in that bottom bit if you just let me know when it's there.
There's 7 people on already.
Right, thank you, Lilac Flower.
Thank you, Lilac Flower. Thank you very much.
Eli's just attacked the cardboard box, hasn't he, Brian?
Yeah, he's ripped it to bits. He thought there tin foils in the box. Checking the box out, like it was infiltrated. What did it blow up?
I can't see what they've said. Oh, you idiot.
Get out.
Yeah. Right.
84 now. Yeah, you put the paint in it.
And
Oh, my shoulders are killing me. Absolutely killing me.
I just want that kid.
I'll try to fall to the table. Might break the table.
It'll change. I'll put that out there with him so he can do one with it. Yeah, we'll kill that.
She knows I thought. He's jealous now.
Jealous.
Yeah. He's fucking psycho, isn't he? Fucking psycho dogs. You haven't got a fucking chance if they get him in here. No, left he is. They don't mind if they bite your leg, your arm, your foot, your kids, your dad, your granddad. Your fucking elephants. The dog, the fish.
They don't want any of that, they just want
the dog
cardboard.
sounds fucking big, it fucking is big. He's not even fully grown. He's only 10 months old. He's like a full grown Alsatian, and he's only 10 months old.
Bobby, go and save that box.
He's absolutely fucking huge. He is. His teeth are fucking like, what big teeth you got?
Bobby, go and get the box off Eli. He's gone crackers.
He's ripped the box to pieces. He doesn't like anything coming in. Right, when we eat it, yeah. Oh, he used to say,
Bobby, go get the box.
Okay, now. I just forgot about the
Go get the box off Eli. He's talking at us.
Absolutely mental.
Like a mental person.
Bet man knows, isn't it? You're there for that sun. I was only out about 15 minutes. I've been out there for a while. Oh, he's a monster. He's massive.
Hold on, on, Wolf, I'm coming through when Paddy comes. Right, has this Steve come on yet? Because I want to make him a mod.
Idiots.
I think I've rectified the problem now of the people getting thingy. Oh, Steve Shannon there. Oh, Steve, I need to re-give you a spanner because I had to take everybody's spanner. Hold on, Steve.
That's that idiot already.
Right, hold on. I'm trying to get on Brian's screen. Right, Brian.
37 on.
Right.
How is Paddy? Where are you?
You're early this week. Sammy happens.
Doesn't matter.
Right.
I can still talk to people while we're building this channel,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Right, where's Steve
Yeah, he's
Shannon?
supposed to be coming on at 9, so it's Steve Shannon, just seen him there. No worry, Tim. And I was on earlier tonight.
Is SD here?
Yeah, just I told you.
Thank you, Kansai Tradesman.
47 on. Oh, and get there 147 and growing.
147 already.
Yeah. Patrick. They'd be dancing only after the result, like the kids thing. They'd be dancing.
Kansai Tradesman, I've made you a moderator as well because you know who comes in Paddy's and stuff.
Yeah, it beat Moneybag City, yeah, they did, and they've cheated all the way around City. How the hell they're still getting, how the hell Everton are getting penalty points and all the other people are getting points deducted, all the teams like Leicester and all that, but Man City just keep getting off with it. They've bought their way to the Championship. They've spent all that money on unfair, whatever it's called, play, and nothing's happened with them. I think they've got something like fucking 110 violations of unfair trading. It's not right. 166.
I don't know where SD is.
Fucking shows are killing me. Could do something killers. Absolutely fucking killing me. My hands are terrible the last couple of weeks. I can't even hardly open this bottle up. Can't open that now. Somebody's put the lid on it.
Geordie boy. If SD comes in, Geordie boy, will you be out there?
168 on. No Patrick still.
Is it? He'll be in the left hand corner.
I'm lucky he's not there.
I wonder if I've sent the email. I have, I think.
Divvy she is. 160. Gone now. They've got 50 now. Dropping.
Oh, he's too early. You were too early. It's only not even 9 o'clock yet.
174. We're on at 9. Fucking hell, it's only 20. It's only 20 minutes to go.
I think it's a couple of minutes too.
Okay, 49.
Is that Paddy? Are you in the corner there? You in the bottom
They're
corner.
in the bottom, both of them. Hi, howdy boy. Elmo Biker. Ryan David Jenkins, hope you're getting better, son. In the chat. John Fury is an embarrassing clown. Stupid what they're doing. All that money, they've got hundreds of millions of pounds. He's what, 60 odd year old. The chances he could get really seriously hurt or killed in the ring. It's crazy, man. Hello, Patrick.
Hold on, can he, I don't know if we can hear you because you've got Adam at the stage. Hello.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Patrick. How you doing?
All right. We've been working all day today. So
Tell him about the computer before you start. You're getting the new one.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting your computer because this is Carol Edwards lent me this because obviously them assholes took the all the devices off me. So they're doing like you said to destruct you. They're finished with the devices and they're still keeping them. So I've had my solicitor on the phone this morning. They went, oh, they're still going to keep the devices until the case is fully over when it's gone to the CPS. It's gone to the
So
CPS now.
that means they're still investigating
Yeah.
the case. It must be online stuff, and they keep all your data stuff with data.
Yeah, they said what you
So
said. What they'll do is they'll give that out to the CPS, and then it might be 4, 5, 6 months down the line before you can get your stuff back. So they'll have had it over 2 years.
Same with me, Brian. They've got me computers from the last attack on the Winter Hill Gang headquarters. That was 2 years ago now. And returned nothing. No phones, no devices.
I had 4 phones, 4 computers, tablets, 3 phones taken. Nothing on it. All even said I was texting all the garbage. When they've looked at them, when I was in the police station, he said, we found nothing there, Brian, nothing. I know the desk sergeant. I was all right with the desk sergeant. I said, what's happened, Sergeant? He said, we've got nothing on you whatsoever. Everything he's told us, we've checked. There's nothing on all them devices. We've looked at a single thing. No, after that, I'll send emails. I haven't got a clue. So I know that's bullshit. And I've never texted him. I haven't got his phone number, Penny. So there's nothing on there.
They're trying. Well, they're still trying. No, they're not trying to get him nicked. They're not. They haven't took his devices. They've took yours. And they're trying to get something on you.
Yeah.
That's why I keep telling you, man. You should just drop him fucking out altogether and move on. He's gonna end up getting you into trouble.
Well, we wait now to go to CPS. Once it goes there, we've got the evidence, which is compelling. It's just fucking unbelievable.
They're not listening to your evidence, O'Brien. They're not listening to his evidence.
Yeah, well,
they're listening to his evidence and investigating his evidence and not investigating your evidence.
No.
So all I'm saying is watch yourself.
Yeah. Well, that's what they do, don't they? They get a little stitch in where they can work with them, and then they use them to put people down like me and you.
That's right. They'll get somebody next year, man, who will cause trouble with tinfoil. Then that person will implicate you, like they done with me with Glover.
Yeah.
It's just an old tactic. It's only tactic than that. When they're trying to nick people, get people next to them and get them in fucking trouble.
Yeah.
If you're getting targeted, that is. No, it's not normal police procedure.
No. Well,
just if you get targeted.
But usually, the old days, the cops would get your evidence, they'd get their evidence, put them together, look at it, and then make a decision. Now it's all through computers with the CPS and this one, and that one, all the fucking shit in the world. You don't get a fair bite of the apple. The victims get a better chance of putting you away. The actual people who aren't fucking doing this.
What about the dark side scandal that's going around YouTube today? Anyway, I've been just watching all the videos. Everybody's gone on about the same thing. Bean Tin Bobby. What about Bean Tin Bobby exposing himself?
I think it's.
Have you seen it?
I honestly think kids could be watching that for all you know. You don't know 5, 6.
That's right. That's right.
And they're doing that things like that, exposing themselves, which he has done. He has to come off YouTube. He's got to be barred off, and that's not me being nasty. Just been plain facts. There's only one law. There can't be one for him and one for there and one for that one. There's only one law.
That's right. Especially when he made umpteen videos regarding Decker Heggie doing exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
And he made claims. That's right. All them things he said about Decker Heggie doing it. He made videos for about 2 weeks. And here he is now. Doing the same himself.
The way he used to laugh, laugh like he was a bit of a weirdo. You don't like dirty joke type bloke. You don't think the comedy, like a Chewy Brown type joke. He's like one of them type people. I used to think he was a bit of a fucking weirdo myself, but doing that, peeing in a joke, and then he didn't even realise he peed in it.
Doing it live though.
Yeah. And what they're going to do that live? What they're doing behind the closed doors, Paddy?
Hey man, fucking blaming the drink. Yeah. And then saying to people, "Oh, it's nothing. Move on. Let's move on." Yeah, but he made 2 weeks worth of videos out of Decker Heggie doing it, and you got to remember, I was the first one to complain about Decker Heggie fucking doing it. He should have been removed from fucking YouTube as well. But Decker Heggie didn't have a toilet in that fucking place he was living in. He had to piss in a jug. Bobby doesn't. Bobby's got a fucking toilet. So there's a difference between him and Decker Heggie. Do you know what I mean? None of them should have been doing it, but there's a difference. Decker didn't have a toilet, and Bobby fucking did. So he's actually worse than Decker fucking Heggie. And he was shouting for Decker Heggie to be removed from fucking YouTube and whatnot.
Nearly all the ones that were calling Decker Heggie are worse than Decker fucking Heggie. The ones that are still about now, the ones that were calling them Jimmy Savile and all the other fuckers, they're actually worse than fucking Decker Heggie because they're taking the heat off themselves.
I've had fucking murders on with the same fucking people, as you know.
Yeah.
And you're right, they're all fucking worse than fucking Decker Heggie. Decker Heggie said that from the start. Decker Heggie said that from the start. They're worse than me.
And what they were doing, they were finding things that didn't even fit. Just anything, running with anything like they did with you.
Creepy Craig. Making stories up about Decker.
Yeah, making
shagging dogs and incest in the family. Yeah. Well, they were doing all them stories. They were making all them stories up in it's a social media thing, this, you know, and even though it's social media, it goes into the community on the streets too, it is sometimes. And when Creepy Craig was putting all them videos out, fixing it, clipping them so Decker looked like Decker was having sex with dogs, right? And then telling lies, saying that there's other bits that he couldn't put out, and he never did have any other bits. Then he made videos saying the family were committing incest. This is Decker Heggie's mum's house, family house, committing incest. And he was stirring not local hatred against them.
Yeah.
Then when he was doing that, his mate, Tony Birdshit and whatnot, were getting the local young'uns to attack the mum's house. Can you imagine what the poor innocent mum went through? Doesn't matter what Decker Heggie's fucking done. What do you imagine what the poor mother went through?
Yeah, it's a serious charge, inciting violence on the streets and stuff like that. It's really serious.
Well, Creepy Craig was doing all the inciting, making false videos against the family, and then his mate, Tony Birdshit, was getting the local young'uns, paying them to smash the windows and whatnot. And look at Tony Birdshit's fucking...
At the end of the day, she's an old woman, fucking 70-odd-year-old. She's done nothing wrong.
She's innocent. She's fucking innocent. End of. She's fucking innocent. She hasn't done anything wrong, and nobody's saying she has.
No, she hasn't. She's just a fucking stick.
And then you look at Tony Birdshit's past, all the fucking kiddie things. He's a lot worse than Decker Heggie.
And you look at fucking Stumble.
He's as bad. He's just as bad with his fucking child abuse and whatnot.
Yeah, fucking Stumble, giving it all the big lads and shouting his mouth off and I'm going to rape you, I'm going to get you raped, screaming about raping people on the internet. Nothing fucking happens to them. I go and say something stupid in the heat of the moment. I get arrested by the ad response at every fuck at my house.
Because they're after you, I'm telling you, Brian, they're not after them, they're after you.
Sorry,
that's why you should drop.
What?
But everyone's saying about the echo, but what's happened is Carol Edwards sent us the computer, but it doesn't seem to like the mic and the camera plugging into it. It's really old, Paddy, so we're getting a new one ordered, but
right, no bother, it's not a problem. I was up a ladder there the night when you rang, at the top of the ladder, doing painting the walls.
Down here painting, Paddy.
Yeah.
I was just sealing the walls in the cottage.
Yeah.
Being pulled.
Come down.
That's how I'm scruffy the day. So, but ring us again tomorrow.
Yeah.
To discuss what we'll be talking about.
Me and you and Bull should do a live, the Three Wise Men would call it.
I don't know where he is, to be honest. He must be a fucking sleep. He said he was going to be up here at 7:30. But he must be a kip.
So
he's here on the bomb.
What do you think's happened about the carry on with the carry on camp and carry on stuff?
With Birdshit. Well, I think he's in trouble. I think he's in trouble over it. Because he was asking.
Wouldn't it be classed as perjury as well? Because
I don't know. I think that they charge him with fraud of some sort and make him explain in court what he was up to. He was asking for people's identities. Send your identities
to
the email address as well if you want to book for this campsite. Well, obviously the campsite owners weren't fucking happy one little bit, but Birdshit never knew that. He didn't know that the campsite knew what he been up to. and made sure that the owner of the campsite got a copy of his post, his YouTube post.
And
And the campsite owner knew from day one.
But usually what they do straight away, they report that straight to the police.
Do you know what he was doing, Brian? Do you know what he was really doing? I'd said the day before, you come camping in the Hexham area, I'm going to make sure that the campsite owners do a Sarah's law on you.
Right.
Right, because of his child's hair rape and fucking past. The following day, he puts the thing out saying, well, this is a campsite I'm going to, and he was. He has the email address. No, he was hoping that I wrote that email address, and I wouldn't have been writing to the camp owners, I would have been writing to him.
Yeah.
So then he could, if I'd wrote to that email address, he was going camping on that thing. I never did. I knew it was a fake one from day one. Yeah. But he was hoping that I would write to that and thinking I was speaking to the owners. And then he could have went, all right, then we'll do a Sarah's law. It's always come back clean or whatever. And he could have sat on that campsite in peace.
I'm sure what they do, they've all got cameras on them places. I'm sure they video everything on them camp places because of obviously the kids that have been molested in the past. So I think that would be given to the police. So they've got any photographic evidence of him out as well.
Well, what there is there's a campsite watch where they all know each other, like the pub watch. Yeah. And all Tony Birdshit's done is attract attention to who he is, what his history is, and all the campsites locally around Hexham area are aware of his past and who he is. Well, so he's done that in the worst ways. He's done fucking that. And he won't be camping anywhere in fucking Northumberland. Because if I find out where he's fucking camping, there's a fucking Sarah's law getting fucking done on him. And that's what this is all about.
Don't you think now he's done a daft thing by doing that because it's exposed him even more now, and more people are going to be watching for it. Everywhere he's seen, he's going to be getting watched because he's all be seen now because of what he's done there. Keep the girl say, "There's that. It's not him there, such and such," and they report him everywhere he goes.
If he's anywhere where there's kids and that, you can get onto the management.
Yeah.
He's a danger to this fucking young lad, he's him.
Rightly so, isn't it, though? Rightly fucking so. People have the right to report people like that.
Brian, if it was you or me in the same position as him today, being accused of multiple child rapes, right? You'd be saying, I'm at this campsite, get onto the owners and get a Sarah's law done because I want this matter cleared up. Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You wouldn't you because you've got nothing to hide and you'd want the matter cleared up. But he hasn't. He tried to con me. He tried to fool me into writing to him. He tried to fool me into writing to him. It was his email address, what he'd made up.
I'd have confronted the people who owned the place and got the police out there and went to the police station, did it with them if I had to.
Police are involved. The campsite owners got the police involved straight away.
Yeah.
That's why I'm waiting to see what comes of it all now, because
they have to, don't they, by law?
Oh no, he was asking for people not only pretending to be that campsite, he was saying if anyone wants to book through this campsite, through this email, you need to send 2 forms of identification. So he was asking people to send identification to that fucking email address. Well, people who were wanting to camp in that campsite. So the police have got to fucking pull them and say, yeah, why were you trying to get people to send identification?
How can you get away with asking for money as well?
And the money side of it as well.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's to get money under.
Police are involved. Listen, they've got to question him at the very least. At some point over what went to.
Fraudulently gathering money for something he's never even fucking saying at.
I'll tell you what he can't do. He can't tell the police why he really done it. He can't say to the police, I was trying to con Conroy into writing to me for a Sarah's law check.
But they still have to question him. He's got to give him an answer.
Yeah, but if if he mentions it was to do with me getting a Sarah's law check done on him, the police are gonna then look at his background and say, well, you have got this fucking background and you're trying to con Mr. Conroy into not doing a Sarah's law somehow, you know what I mean? They're in a position to fucking moan them themselves. See away from them fucking campsite, you cunt. What you up to? What you fucking up to?
Could you get banned off them, you think?
Pardon?
Could you get banned off the campsites by the police?
Well, the owners they can make the owners aware that he's got this past. And if there's two young girls on that, schoolgirls on that campsite, he's obviously a present fucking danger, isn't he? He's an active predator on this cunt.
All that conniving and scheming and everything just to fucking get somebody's acro or something. Fucking more pathetic, isn't it?
It's on him, Brian. Listen, he's been accused of being a fucking animal here. And it would everyone on YouTube who has got a history like him.
Yeah.
With all the wrongings that you can think of on social media, and I mean all of them throughout the country, who's got a history like fucking him with kids? What he can't even deny. And we've got him on tape recording admitting it to Decker Heggie. We've got him on tape recording admitting it.
He was another one. He was another one. He's shouting about Decker. He was shouting about Decker more than anyone. The same thing.
Was him?
He was shouting about.
Was fucking him fucking getting the mum's fucking who's window smash, man. And he's fucking got a word past.
He's calling him Jimmy Savile, one for years.
He started where math off the mic, didn't he?
Yeah.
What was that hour?
I don't know. She tell you. I think it was Emma.
That's why people didn't chase him on. Yeah, you know, they'll chase anybody else but him because of the intimidation that he's tried on with different fucking women, etc.
Yeah. The scared case to get the windows smashed and stuff.
That's right, that bit.
What was it? The carry on when he with birthday?
Oh yeah, so what he done was, so I explained about what I'd heard read the service law the first time on buggies, and then he decided that he was going to doorstep me and started threatening me, Rhonda and Maria, and then he was taking pictures of Ingleby Bowie signposts and like where he was in a car full of lads, and he's saying he was coming to doorstep me and stuff. So I went outside with Eli and said that I was waiting on the corner for him, didn't I, rather than him come to the house, because Brian was poorly still and that, and I didn't want to tell Brian. But yeah, he was threatening me loads.
Yeah, he went to Cumbrian Truth's mum's door, him and Pizza face, and fucking videoed it. Single mother, innocent mum again, who didn't even have anything to do with Cumbrian Truth, getting fucking doorstepped of these fuckers, of these fucking same cunts who are just getting banned from fucking camping round ya. Let them try and fucking camp in Northumberland. Pardon?
They never seem to go to men's houses where there's men there to fucking stand up for themselves. It's always women.
No, just easy targets. Easy targets.
Like Decker's mum's house and fucking other people all over the place. Hitting people and thinking that the big tough guys. Fucking absolutely.
Rhonda, Gated Angel, I can this guns on the women that they've deliberately went out and intimidated on social media as well. This cunt.
Brian had a shout, had gone mad about it when he found out, and then he was telling people that he would have a fight with Brian in a York gypsy site. A New York gypsy site. Obviously, he was lying because he can't go there, but that's what he was saying. And Brian had just had 2 ups, and he was saying, "Tell Brian I'll fight him in a gypsy camp." Absolute insanity, isn't he?
Well, they all want to fight Brian now, don't they? What would take Aggie when he called you out?
Okay, now. Fucking idiot.
All wanted to fight you once you were in a wheelchair, Brian, didn't they?
Yeah.
What would he have done to him years ago? A decorating and all of them.
But Brian was just too big for them all, wouldn't he be? Too big and too strong.
Fucking idiot. It's only talking it now when you're fucking bad.
Still, listen, if you hadn't been bad, even though you're the age you're still big, if you hadn't been bad, they wouldn't have called you out.
No, they wouldn't have. It's just the cowardly bastards. But
it was a joke. Like I fucking eggy calling you.
Now, even if I had to, Paddy, even if I got beat, I wouldn't be bothered. I'll never back down to them fucking muppets. Especially him, fucking bad shit. He's a fucking idiot.
He's an arsehole when it comes down to it.
Did you see the time when he was boxing? He thought, oh, okay, now he's doing a bit of boxing with that pizza face. He couldn't even throw a fucking punch. Absolute pathetic. Emma couldn't argue that. I said to him, Emma will knock you out, you daft bastard.
Do you know what I kind of understand about him? If it had been anybody else whose history had come out, then he had a past of child rapes like him throughout his life.
Yeah.
Any other person would have went, yeah, I'm going to change my identity. I'm going to stay away from social media. I'm going to try and start a new life somewhere where people don't know us. That's what they normally do, these people who've been nicked or one fucking incident with kids. Never mind fucking free. That's just why ones that he's been nicked over. But he doesn't. You see, like, even though he's got that past and he doesn't deny it, he just tries to brazen it. Who's on fucking social media with like intimidating fucking people? So if they like to him, if they like to fucking him, then get away with it.
I don't understand why people follow people like that, and I don't understand why they give them their good hard-earned cash. They could spend it on their own kids.
Fucking this is an active fucking I'm not just saying it because I'm arguing with him. This is why I'm arguing with him. He's a fucking active child fucking predator, this cunt. And if he'd went camping on that site like he'd planned, I would have had that Sarah's load done on him. And he was making sure that if he did go to that site, he was going to make sure I wrote to him. Do you know what I mean? With the email address. That's what he was up to. But I didn't. And he had to back out of it. In the end, he did. Been asking people for donations for 2 weeks to fund his petrol money and his holiday on YouTube.
Here's the point, Paddy. If there was money sent to him, where's the money gone? Because he hasn't paid it towards the camp fees.
Well, he's trying to say no, it was all a blag. He was never gonna go camping, and I've said, well, if it was all a blag and you were never gonna go camping because you were just trying to kid me, why were you fucking asking people for fucking donations to your fucking petrol money and whatnot for 2 weeks previous?
Well,
there's me PayPal address. Anyone who wants to donate.
The fraud comes into it then, that's what I'm saying. Because he's fraudulent.
He didn't go on that campsite because he knew.
He's fraudulent obtaining the money under false pretenses. It's definitely fraud.
That's what he does, you know. He does online. That's his game. Where you use people's details and that and whatnot. That's his fucking game anyway. So what he was doing there, asking for people to send him his details in the same thing, I do not know. That's what the police will be wondering.
Yeah.
You seen the advert, the campsite had put a thing out, a warning.
Yeah.
The campsite warning people, stay away on this email address. Bird shit.
Oh, yeah.
And Tony didn't know. He didn't know that they'd already done that. And he went on a live to try and prove me a liar. He rang the campsite up.
Listen, we'll just keep it quiet on here between us all.
He's fucked, man, isn't he? We would have been for him.
Obtaining money under false pretenses. That's what it is. The contract when people say when they're going to say, I'm going to do somebody's house, I'm going to do this to church roof. They get it under false pretense, you get charged for it. Because he hasn't used the money for the camp. He hasn't used the money.
What I do, he'd be using a snide phone money to be doing all the dirty work.
Yeah, but I'm saying, where's the money gone to then if he hasn't paid nothing for the camp? Where's it gone to?
He just listen, man. That's his job. He's he's a proper professional ponce. He gets hit on people, and sort of blackmails them as well, and gets into them bank accounts once he's got shit on you. He's a proper wrong in this cunt. He's not just a predator. He's a wrong in every fucking way, man. I could tell you some stories about him, and I will do. Just some people didn't want us to say certain things.
No, yeah.
He's a proper fucking wrong in it. But all he's done this week is expose himself to all the campsites around here. They all know what he looks like now. Campsite watchers watching for you, Tony.
Mistaken though, can you? Fucking hell.
And who's going to go camping with fucking him anyway?
Carry on camping.
Yeah. Whoever gets camping with him should be saying, yeah, Tony, get a fucking Sarah's Law fucking done. Let the campsite manager do it.
Imagine him.
Come on, but no, but they're not, man. They're not. They're all sticking by him.
Can you imagine
They're
him
stuck
doing
what they want, Tony.
Yeah. Can you imagine him doing the marshmallows for the kids, eating them up around the fire? For the marshmallow.
Fucking Jimmy Savile.
Yeah, fucking hell.
Do you want to be? That's what he is. He's the gang leader. He's the Gary Glitter of the gang, and all the rest of them that's gang camping with him.
Oh, God,
all into little lassies as well, like him. We love you, Tony. We love you, Tony. Yes, it's all right, hairy young lassies. We are into that. We love you. Yes, you're our gang boss. Let's go camping. Let's go camping on the week's school holiday. Otherwise, why didn't you tell him get a fucking Sarah's Road done? Let Conroy get in touch with the fucking camp manager. Let's get this out the way. None of them do. They fucking know what he is. They know what he fucking is. And Peter Face, he's been told what's on his Sarah's Law by the Scottish Social Services. Yes, when he was living with Beanie, he's been told what's on his fucking Sarah's Law. So he knows. For sure. So why is he still sticking by him?
He's probably intimidated him, and he probably got something on him. Maybe you don't know. He might have something on him.
Yeah, they've all been shagging fucking school kids together.
What they do is, I'm going to take this case that you slip me.
No, I just think they're all into shagging school kids. And that's what happens. Birds of a feather flock together.
I'm recording you. I'm recording you now in case you slink me later on.
Well, that's what he says as well, doesn't he? He should find out I've been shagging fucking school kids. I'm recording you now in case you find out I've been raping kids. And if you say anything or drop us, I'm gonna expose you. Couldn't believe it when what he said about Emma.
Yeah.
I knew you would sling it someday, so I was collecting information on you. Yeah, what a fucking reeling. Done the same with motorsports.
Yeah.
He's been taping every cunt, Brian. Brian, he's been taping every cunt. Done a mission, that cunt. Even though he's a bacon, he's working for the cops. All them bacons work for the cops.
Yeah. That's all.
That's for sure. I'm not just saying it. He works for the fucking busies.
They catch them when you're young doing it, then they've got them all the life doing exactly what they want the cops for them. If you don't do it, I'll let everyone expose you to everyone.
They've just got them once they're proper bacon. You'd be jumping for the police then, wouldn't you? Oh, wouldn't you? If you've been nicked for as many times as him for kids. They've got you, man.
Yeah, I've got you.
And they've got him.
That's why
they used him to fetch Pizza Face into this fucking shed.
They've got it on them for life.
See again, Brian?
They've got it on them for life because they can't get out of it because they've done them crimes and they've been doing them since they're kids. They're still doing them when they're getting older. They're not just doing it once or twice. It's like kids when they go shoplifting, they get caught pinching. Oh, it's the first time I've done it, officer. It's not the first time. It's the first time you've been caught. It's the same as the fucking when they rape the kids. It's not the first time they've done it. They've just fucking the first time they've been caught. But they keep doing it because the police let them get away with it because they give them handlers and get them out of the situation when they go to court.
That's right. That's right.
That's what they do. They back them up because the coppers would rather have people like me and you in jail than some rapist, but they can use the rapist as a fucking weapon against people like you and I.
Tony's been charged with raping kids twice, and he got an NFA for raping another one because he blagged the mother in the gun at the police station. He means he intimidated the mother and changing the story. I've got him on tape admitting this. Detective admitting he was being charged twice, and the other time he blagged the mother in the gun at the police station. These are children. He's been doing it his entire life. Up until quite recently, 2000 and I forget the year, but up until quite recently, an adult, well in adulthood too. And if he's been nicked and pulled in for raping kids 3 times in his life off the cops, how many times has he getting away with it when he hasn't been pulled in?
That's what I'm saying.
If he's been doing it all his life.
It's like, look at Jimmy Savile. We all thought he was great when we were kids. Jimmy Savile fix it for you, and all them fucking years he was getting away with it. He was doing it for years and years and years. I'm not saying he's as bad as him, but that's what they do. They get away with it because they work with the fucking police. The police get them off at court. The police get them out of situations where you should be going to jail, but if you get this information on him or you get on that one or this one, they'll get you out. Tape record him, tape record there, video him, whatever. And then they get off of the fucking things. They do it all their lives.
That's what this country does.
They haven't just done it 2 weeks ago or 3 or 4 weeks ago. They've been doing it from fucking day one. As soon as they get caught, boom, right, you work for us now. I will let everyone know what you are. They shit themselves.
All them sex offenders, that's right, aye. All them sex offenders at some point have signed themselves up with the cops, aye.
When I was a kid, I remember when it was a sex offender in the streets and it was 1970s, the mums and dads would go around and start smashing the house up, dragging them out, bolting them all over the street. The cops would pull up, what's going on here? Sexually abused my sister. Well, we never seen it. The cops would drive off. The cops wouldn't get involved in them situations because they would be part of the community. The old school.
Let the community sort it out.
Yeah, the community sort it by themselves.
That's the best way. Nips it at the bud. I find if when they used to allow the community to sort it out, because then the perpetrator was less likely to commit that act again. And see in Africa,
yeah,
some of the villages over there, if they commit acts like that, the whole village whip them, you know, like through the streets. Yeah. Everybody whips them, and you know, listen, they didn't commit that act again. It's a community thing.
Yeah, well,
but it works. It works.
Especially the Irish and Scottish, like Catholics and that, they were fucking known for fucking bashing paedophiles and kicking them out of the area, letting everyone know what they were, put the pictures up on the walls, every in pubs, everyone knew where they were, and that fucking would go somewhere else. He'd have to go. But yeah, they used to, all the old women, 70-year-old with sticks and everything, fucking, I remember it in the streets in Hartlepool when I was a kid.
Well, the pedos nowadays are taking over on social media. They're ganging up.
Especially with all the Masonic lodges. Why would you go in there with the mask on? Because you're hiding your face. Why are you hiding your face? Because you've got something to fucking hide. That's why they have Masonic lodges and they all shake hands. They're all fucking needy pedos. They're all sexual children. They're all fucking banging fucking shite and sexual fucking masks and fucking orgies and all that stuff. And they're all coppers, judges, barristers, solicitors, MPs. Fucking, they're all together like a big.
Oh no, you're right. You're right.
My granddad used to always say, "Never trust a copper. Once a copper, always a copper." That was my granddad. He was a old Scottish bare knuckle fighter. But yeah,
I've just been locked up for attacking the Freemason Lodge.
Yeah, no, that shite. So hands and all this, and they do all these that fucking things with their hands on and secret handshakes. Who the fuck wants to be involved in that shite?
I was in jail with this kid, right? In solitary we were, and he was doing like a 7 stretch, but he'd done about 2 years in solitary confinement, from prison to prison to prison, block to block to block. I got talking to him, and he'd been nicked for burgling the Freemason Lodge, and he had a shit. He'd had a shit in the middle of that fucking table or something or whatever, and left it before he left the place. And they ended up getting nicked and jailed over it. And he was holding up. He was holding the Masons responsible for his treatment in prison for being gone from block to block. You couldn't believe it with the screws, mind. But he was saying he was holding the Masons responsible for his 2 year doing the block and whatnot. And he says, "Paddy."
I couldn't believe, Paddy, when I had to look out at how many fucking years, how many lodges there's all over.
They're fucking all over the place. It's a system.
Thousands of them.
He says, "Paddy, if I could go back to that Freemason Lodge and wipe up that shit today, I would." He said, "I would."
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to get charged for asking for money under false pretenses and taking money under false pretenses. If the people sending me details on a card or stuff, like a bank card or something, that's definitely.
That's what he does. That's his game with people's cards.
You're paying money under false pretenses because that place hasn't had the money to be paid at because it's obviously been found out by you reporting it. So therefore, where's the fucking money gone? That money has to be given back or it's fraud.
I got straight onto the camp owners. because that's what I'm intended to do anyway. Get a terrorist load done on him, just to get him fucking chased from this area.
You think about it. Why the fuck would you want to go on a camp with children? A grown man with little kids going on there. If you had your own kids, you took them with them, totally different. Like your son and your nephew and your cousin and stuff. I understand that. But why is a grown man want to go on there with some kids?
He's not allowed near kids. He's a danger. Even his own kids won't have out to deal with him because of their injunctions are against them.
How is he going to infiltrate the kids on there? Because if he's not allowed near them, surely therefore...
How did Jimmy Savile do it? How did Jimmy fucking Savile do it?
Yeah, I know that, Paddy, but I'm saying surely he's broke the law. He's been told not to be around kids, and he broke his Sarah's law fucking wherever the place.
I don't know if they can legally tell you.
Right.
Because he got off the court twice, he did, and he got an NFA on the other one. But he's still got this pattern of behaviour of raping fucking kids his entire fucking life, right? But he's getting off with them every time. So I don't know if they can legally say to him, stay away from them kids. But I think what they can do is they can warn Nan what his past is. They can warn like the camp owners. If he was seeing them near kids, keep an eye on him, sort of thing. I think they can do that. Or the camp owner can do a Sarah's law himself and check his background. And obviously, if they check the background, he's not getting on, is he?
If he's been done once, even it's bad. But 3 times is fucking... Come on.
That's right, man. It's naughty, man. He's a naughty fucker on fucking social media.
How the police got the power to say you are caught around any children in any shape or form?
No, because I think because he's getting off the court every time, that they haven't got that power. Right. But what they can do is they can warn people if they see him near kids.
Yeah.
That's why the Sarah's law's there. Because they've got it, that's the only place his record is on a Sarah's law.
So if you're an adult and you've got kids and he's around you and your kids, you can then go to the police station, ask for...
Loads of reasons you can do it.
Is anyone out there with your kids who've contacted him or with him or on the channel with him and he's asking you to go with him? Go check first, like he's telling you. Check if you're going to go to his house, like she did, Mandy Jameson, with Decker and stuff. So go and do that. It's against the law to divulge information, but then it's for your own safety and your own safety of mind. If you think you're not around with somebody who's like that, go and get the Sarah laws done because it's free and they'll tell you, but it will be behind closed doors. But you can't divulge the information.
Even if they're abusive to women, never mind kids, they'll tell you even if they've been abusive to women.
Well, that's what
it's on your Sarah's law.
When he got done, said that he was, John McLean said to me when I first talked to him, he was a significant risk to women and children, and he wasn't allowed to. And when Mandy Jameson came on, because Emma and you were from Liverpool, because he'd stayed there with their cousin for years, and she said to us that he was a significant risk to children. You were in my house, Decker. You're in front of my house with my kids, anything could happen. So she chased him out of Liverpool.
See, with Decker though, he has got a sexual assault, apart from his NFAs, same as Tony, he has got a sexual assault, and he's also got a one of them phone calls when he gives people dirty phone calls unsolicited. Yeah. He's also got one of them which tells you he's not reading the fucking heat.
That tells
and I think when you have got a conviction and they can do it then.
Yeah.
Like warn people. But like with Tony, he hasn't got the conviction.
Right.
On anything sexual, you know what I mean? But he's got the history. Where Decker has got the history and the conviction. So they can't warn against Decker. He's not right in the fucking head, Decker. Anyway.
You can't do it. You can't do it anyway yourself. You can always, if you can't do it yourself, you can always ask the police, where do I stand here, and phone them, ask them. If it's in that situation with someone you think could be a wrong, you can always make sure, can you, with the police, because they will do that. They have to by law.
Nowadays you can. Yeah. That's what I was doing, yeah. With me knowing Tony's background, that's why I was getting in touch with the camp owner.
Why would you take a chance with someone with a predator when it could be true? It might not be true. Let's say it's only 1% could be true, but that 1% could get a child raped.
Well, the camp owner sent a message tonight saying, "Tell Mr. Conroy, thank you for warning me."
Well, that's what you're doing. You're only warning for fucking children. You've only got their fucking safety at fucking in your mind, and that's what we all should be like that. All adults should be like that for kids.
Well, if I'm wrong, Tony should have just let the campo not do a legitimate shareholders law on him, shouldn't he?
Yeah.
Instead of setting up fake emails and trying to trick me.
Full of fucking shit. Come here, you. Phone the police. Out the police here now. Oh, let's go down police station. We'll get this sorted. Done and dusted.
Of course you would. Of course you fucking would. Fucking child rape. Of course you fucking would. You'd be taking a lie detector test and all, wouldn't you? Or a truth drug. Child fucking rape.
And then not coming out saying I haven't done it. You come out saying I have listen you. I'm going to get this sorted. I'm going down with the solicitor. I'm going to get it sorted.
Brian,
I'll get.
He can't argue. He cannot argue with me. I've got him on tape recording. I'm admitting it, man. Detective Haggy. He cannot argue with me.
Yeah.
That's why he doesn't get into any arguments on that side of the matter.
Have you noticed as well, though? Detective Haggy and fucking what do you call him? Fucking the other one was another one. Darren G and the other fucking one. He's escaped here. His brother down here in the last few hours or something. Darren G.
So, say again?
That Darren G's brother's just escaped from the local jail we've got here, where it's the open one.
Right, somebody just sent us a newspaper report on it there.
Yeah, he's been escaped where after the fucking bite. He's another one who wanted to fight me, you know, all full of shit. He's supposed to come down. I said, you're going to come in your BMW. I said, he came on his BMX, a silly cunt, for a fight. So he's escaped. His main brother, I don't know his name, but he was lifed up for life, apparently, really naughty fucker. And he's, what's it called, the local jail? I forgot the name of the fucking thing now. Kirk Levitt jail.
Is it right, Cat C, Cat D?
Cat D.
He must have been due for release anyway to be in that prison.
Finishing off, isn't it, that jail?
And why do they fuck up when they're in that position, when they're fucking ready for release?
He's been about 30 fucking years or something. Mental.
They put him back in the high security prison when they get him now.
Maybe he's done it because he wants to go back. Sometimes they get institutionalised, Paddy, as you know.
No, man. No, well, he wouldn't be escaping, would he?
Why would you do a fucking running from a jail? Because you're in there about fucking 4 or 5 months and you're out. I'd actually get it for a driving offence. I went, no, you're not going in there. It's me fucking 8 jails for a driving offence. Fucking hell. 8 jails, 3.5 years I got. Fucking driving offence.
I didn't see any of them jails. They won't let me see any of them jails. They won't even take me off the fucking book.
8 fucking years. I went all over the place. I did more fucking miles than Alan Wicker. Up the Durham, back down to there, Liverpool, fucking Haverick, fucking all over the fucking place. The best place I didn't like was dirty. Was Durham was bad in the corner when it was all the junk and the pigeons were fucking minging on the night. And she was.
Where's this Durham?
Durham. Yeah, Durham. Myra Hinney was in housing. She came in, and I couldn't see her, but I couldn't hear her either. But the screws were on Myra Hinney. Big load of bands come through and all stuff. They put her on the walls, I think, and she was in there, and that lord, wherever he was coming through to see her. She had a telly and a phone and everything there, and the screw come round, took it off her, and he actually fucking nicked the screw, and she got kicked out of the prison service because that lord, well, I can't remember his name now, he looked after her, that Myra Indy, and she was on there, she was on the wing in Durham. I'd never seen her though.
Yeah, she's been there a few times over there as H-wing.
Yeah,
high security.
You can see over the top because it's like you can see the women that wave at you from the side. You're in. I think it's like the. I was on a good order and discipline on the tops or the ones.
Tops of the A-wing. You can talk to them out of the A-wing windows.
Yeah, you can shout at the windows. You can talk to us through the windows. I've seen her, but the other lasses did. There was an Indian lass in there. She got 30 years for setting her husband alight with petrol on the bed because he was beaten up and raped her all the time. But she got 30 years, poor cunt.
Can remember the cockroaches in Durham back in the day?
Oh, fucking hell. It was only meat you got though, wasn't it? Fucking hell.
Hey, man.
Middle of the night, you get up and there's a packet of crisps on the floor. Oh, what the fuck's that? Big fucking brown cockroach. Oh, they were horrible.
Hey, man, see them cockroaches? I was on the cleanhouse with Chizzy. So we were left out and after everyone else was banged up to do the cleaning. Them cockroaches knew when to come out. When everybody was banged up, because that's when they started their fucking come doing them shoots in the toilets.
I reckon if there's a war,
hundreds and thousands of them every night.
It's the cockroaches will survive a nuclear war. Rats and insects. It says animals will survive 160 million years. We've survived whatever, and then the next thing is going to be the insects to take over. Because all man does is destroy every fucking thing.
On D-Wing and Durham, if you're on the ones where the toilets were, where the cockroaches come out at night,
Oh yeah.
you used to have to stuff your door, didn't you, with newspaper all the way on the side. Stop them coming under, because they used to come under the fucking door at night.
Matching underneath the fucking doors, like loads of fucking matches under the doors. Yeah, they were fucking horrible. They used to get them in your potatoes, didn't you? In the tatties. Fucking
The place was fucking. I should be standing in the toilet after bang up, man.
I had a screw. He was from like Stockton, from this way, and we were in there. Me and Monkey Lions were in there, and we were getting fucking ecstasy in fucking Durham. New Year's Eve, we were fucking pissed on bottles of whiskey. You know, I don't drink the cunt, and we were drinking vodka. And we were playing on the fucking pool table at fucking 2 o'clock in the morning. The screw we like lived in the same next door to Speedy. The screw lived where Speedy lived in Stockton with his missus. So you bring his stuff in the screw. It was good. You just got to get on with it, Paddy. You get these people whinging about jail. If you get caught, it's just a bit of tax you do, and you got to get on with the fucking jail. You can if you start whinging and crying about it. The best thing to do is just get in the gym, do a bit of training, get into exercise, whatever you do, and get a bit of fucking, do a bit of painting or whatever. Get your jail done. It's faster, isn't it, by just getting on with it instead of whinging about the fucking thing.
I done a bit of jail with Monkey. I did.
They fucking psychopath for me, fucking lunatic. Nice lad. He's not well now. He's really poorly.
Right. Sorry, yeah, that. Me and Monkey got on all week. Me and Monkey.
Yeah, we were banged up in there. D-Wing, because in there you could spend 25 quid, I think it was at the time. And yeah, it was Billy Carruthers. Remember Billy Carruthers from the
and now of him, I didn't meet him. Bull did.
Yeah,
one of the boss lads. I didn't meet him.
Yeah, he was a nice kid. He was about 20 of them were all boss gang, I think it was called, from
South Shields.
What was it from? South Shields, no, North Shields, South Shields. I think he died on a jet ski in the sea. He drowned.
Right.
Yeah, he was a good lad. He was there. He was right next to me. There was this little kid come in, and he was like that little skinny fucker, and they were all scared of him. He was about 25 years old, 26. He came in. He got his mum and dad, and they said, "Right, we're going to have a party for you," because it was his 16th birthday, I think it was. And he invited all his friends. He was at a private school. He was at dead posh, Rolls Royce, and that. He invited his friend. He got caught at school smoking a joint, so they said, "You're not having your party now." So he went in the house on the night, got a fucking knife, stabbed his mum in the eyes about 10 times, killed her, stabbed his dad, killed him, got them, put them in a barret, took them down the garden path, put them in a fucking, it was in near Liverpool, put them in the shed, invited all his friends out. They had a party for fucking 3 days, but the kids went in the shed and found the body. He got jailed, but he was a scouser, but he was top posh. He was like, you know, proper English, oh hello, dead posh. They were all scared of him. And then we had another one in with me, but he was fucking, what was he called? Reggie Wilson. Remember him? Reggie Wilson.
I do. Double cut here.
He's a fucking lunatic. Well, what he was, he had names and addresses, about 20 coppers. He had handguns, shotguns, and everything. And he was like a neo-Nazi. And he killed a doctor who was a doctor, but he thought he was a psychologist. He broke into his surgery, he attacked him and cut his head off nearly with a fucking scalpel. And then he was phoning up the police saying, "You're never going to catch me." The cops caught him in the end, but they went in the house and there was a false floor. And underneath it was full of handguns and pictures of coppers and all sorts all over. He was fucking mad, he was. I was in
he escaped in Franklin, he did, but he only got into the cages. He got out of his cell and out the block. Out of the house block he was celled on.
No, in Durham, when they put you in a bit where there's only about 4 people. What's that? A segregation place. I was at the top, but he was underneath me. And I used to give him a Mars band. He had fuck all, he didn't have a penny. But he's from Middlesbrough, where we were from.
Yeah, he was in when we were in. I never met him. Bill Bull did, I think.
He was about 9-10 stone, but he was super fit. One of them fuckers that run forever. Really fit. But there was a kid, there's a Geordie kid in, torturing him. So he come out of his cell and he made a handguns noose and put it on his arm. The lad went, help! He fucking shit himself, this kid, because obviously Reggie was a fucking lunatic. Paranoid schizophrenic he was, but he was okay with me. He was sound. You get put in the cage with 2 dogs and 5 or 6 screws come out. That's what I was in that bit. You know what I mean, in Durham, when you get sectioned, when they take you out with the 2 dogs type of thing. Because I kicked off, I was fighting about fucking 10 screws. I caused the riot in 1991. all the kids sit down. They had fucking Douglas Head came with the Home Secretary because we kicked off over the food. And the schools been horrible cunts in the jail because you're supposed to get a television every 3 days. And he called him Brian Robson. I said, "Here, we're entitled to the fucking telly, you boss." And he said, "Get your cell." I went, "I'll fucking knock you out, you daft cunt." Anyway, they left it 2 days, Paddy. They came round about 40 of the cunts, all from here, went all the way down, all the way around the fucking the other side, made me go down in the block. He was called Moses. Can you remember the black screw from Durham?
I don't mind about the name rings a bell.
Yeah, called Moses, and he had to put me in the block for it. But all the lads sat down in the yard for about 160 people for that. 4 days.
So what jails did you do? Did you do any rough jails over there in Durham?
I did Durham, I did Liverpool, I did
Walton. Did you do Walton and Liverpool?
I did Walton. It was okay because I was in with Peter Williams.
It's a fucking shithole. It's like it's a fucking dirty shithole.
Alan Rabin and all them phoned me on the phone because they were all down that way, and Steve Cole and Mark Steele, Mark can't remember his name now, Mark. I can't remember his second name. They run a nightclub called Cream. So I was on they had the doors down there. These kids, I got in with them. It was okay. It was okay. The school let us get what we want. I wore my own clothes because my legs were that fucking big, so I couldn't get no trousers for legs. So I had to wear my own tracky bottoms. There was a Scottish one with
I'd have spent most of my time on remand. You know, for that torture charge.
Yeah.
After I got extradited from Spain, when I got remanded, the sentence to Walton, which doesn't cater for double cat 8, so I had to go in the block. And what a fucking block it is as well, a proper fucking block. So I spent most of me fucking time on remand before I went on trial, lying in fucking Walton fucking block.
Well, Duffy,
you know enough to do, you know, on its fucking own.
Duffy told me when he got out, he was talking to me when I was with him for 3 or 4 months. He said, hardest jail I was in, he said, I'm not going to try like you. He said, I went in Liverpool, I had a fight with an Irish lad in there from Liverpool. They were fighting, got broke up, and Duffy like pushed the screw away. About 8 screws went in the pad, but there used to be them screws with the big fucking boots on, didn't they? Like army screws. I went in and they kicked me that bad. I was crying for my mum. He said I was proper crying like a baby on the bed. He said,
"Listen, they do that in every prison. They do that in every prison, even Durham. But you wouldn't find Durham screws down at the Duffy because they're local.
Yeah.
But they would do it to somebody else. Do you know what I mean?
It's like when Speedy was in home house. I was in home house and place like that. As you know, they know that you fucking run that area, so they know there's only one.
That's right.
And that's what happened in Strangeways. They started shooting the fuckers because they were bullying them. The Strangeways. They started shooting the screws as they were coming out of the fucking jail, and that's how they changed it. And I was in with him. Taylor, it was Paul Taylor, I think he was called, from Liverpool, when they went on the roof.
Who caused the riot?
Yeah, he was in there. We could draw him. He was fucking brilliant draw. He was really good draw.
I've always getting on all right with the local Durham screws and that.
Yeah, I did. I got all right with it. Well, but the ones here, I know where they all live. They all fucking live. One lives next door to me, you know. So they're all right with me. I just think you better just get on with it. Because when I was younger,
they treat you right, too. They treat you right. What else can you do? They've always threatened me all right. I'll fucking tell you.
Yeah, you better be.
Even when I was in the unit, even when I was in that fucking unit, fucking special secure unit, my supper was sent out from the wing, to the unit, and the screw we used to, and you know you can't get out in them units. And I was delivered to me fucking cell door at night by the fucking screw on duty. As you saw from the lads over the other side.
When I used to go down,
they great. Durham screws are fucking great with me.
Go down with your tray, and I said, give us 4 eggs, and just go with the called him. I can't remember his fucking name. He was a boxer from Grangetown, but he was the main screw there. So I said, just give Cockrell what he wants. But they'll always get one. There was this lesbian screw, horrible. One egg, one man, she said. And he went, I've just said he can get what he wants. But the same people, she nearly got beat up by 2 young kids who were fighting. You know, Dylan was there. And they were fighting these 2 young lads. And the screw was about 60-year-old. He was dead frail. And the woman was scared. I went, listen, behave you two now. If I stop this fight, will you promise me you're not going to nick these 2? She went, no, I promise you we won't. Are you going to, boss? I went, right. I said, get back to your cells now. I went back to the cells. Anyway, the kids come on the yard, shook my hand. And then the SO come around. He said, oh, thanks for doing that with the officers. They were really scared. I said, oh, well, I wouldn't like to see anyone getting up on a fucking thing. I didn't just do it for you. I did it for the kids. I didn't want to see them getting in the block. There's no west when you have that telly, and then you get the telly took off, you get fucking shite. Sitting in the pad with no fucking telly out, it's fucking boring. But
They wouldn't let, that's why they wouldn't allow me in Franklin. They said I had all the local screws bent up. So when I served that last sentence, I couldn't get local prison.
And then when I tried to get the one here local, they said they can't. He's only fucking 3 miles away. You can still be able to run everything still if you fucking put him in that jail. So they sent me to Home House. Then I went to Durham. Then they sent me to Ackland. Ackland said, "Oh, we're not having here," because all the kids from Stockton were in there from Ackland, loads of them. So they sent me then back to Durham. Then they sent me to fucking Haverick in the middle of nowhere. Fucking, I thought the Black Sheep was a fucking just the same. Fucking took miles and miles of drive and got there. And I got on this wing. It was just all metal. It was all metal. The wing. It was brand new. It was in Haverick. So comes in and walking. I sees this fucking cocker spaniel. It's got socks on its feet, but the back feet in the front. And what the fuck? And the floor was made of metal. And I realised what they were doing. The dogs would go to the door, sniffing. Then they put number 12 down and go to another door sniff. And the socks would have stopped the feet from being, the lads were in the cell because it was about 8 o'clock at night. So they had that dog going around with the fucking paws in their socks. The pads were great, but what they did there was no exercise because it was that far to walk. You got 30-minute walk. By the time you walk there to get your food, come back, that was your exercise. So but it was good jail because you could train, like do circuits and stuff like that. It was good. That was the best jail they had, that one.
When I was lying in Durham SSU, I was lying on the bunk smoking a joint, and the door opened and loads of fucking screws walked in. We've always smoked dope openly in fucking Durham all our life, haven't we?
Yeah.
Loads of screws walked in, dressed in black suits, DST. You know, they just started that new fucking DST lot where they all got changed. They didn't dress like screws. I said, "What you fucking after like?" They went DST, piss test. I went fucking piss test. I had a joint me fucking hand, right? I went fucking piss test. Fucking having a laugh on you. Looked at us and went, "Oh, we'll do it for you." That's what screws were like then. We'll do it for you. And just shut the door. And that's what they did. They went and had a piss in the fucking piss thing for us.
Yeah.
And just sent it. Didn't even take a one from us.
No, they did it with me.
Screws were all right then, man, wasn't it?
We just said you don't have to do it. It's sorted because we were all right with them in the jail. When you're all right with them, if you kick it off, then you're fucking in the nick. You get all the shitty things. But I used to kick off when I was younger. But when I got older, I thought, why kick off when you could get nice telly, fucking nice food? And I used to go and get me food every day and fucking I'd come down. Dylan was next door. Dylan was bang on the wall. He used to talk about Lenny, his dad. Lenny, yeah, he talked about Lenny. He was saying about Lenny.
He's poorly at the minute. He's just getting out of the hospital there again.
Yeah, we were in there. He was right next door to me. I used to box on his wall. He used to punch the wall like that, just tap it. And he'd come, Brian, you've got to come through that fucking wall in a minute. He used to laugh like fuck. Yeah, we saw
75 more Lenny now.
Yeah. So where were you? Where's your family from then? Ireland, obviously, is it? Originally Irish, somewhere in Ireland. I don't even know what we're called, to be honest, because my granddad, who was Irish, he married an Irish lass and changed his name to her name. She was Conroy. Do you know what I mean? Not my granddad. And he was, so somebody happened. How did you get to England then? From there, did they come across themselves, or?
We're Scottish. We're Scottish as well. Through obviously we've all got different. You know the Rustler, the one that got imprisoned, the Willie fucking Armstrong. What do you call him? The famous Rustler. He's our granda. He's our great granddad, the Rustler.
Yeah.
On my mother's side, and on my father's side, it's the Irish.
Yeah, I was MC is Irish, MAC is Scottish. That's the difference in the thing. So MC is Irish and MAC is Scottish.
I'm English, mate, throughout, and that's all. I've never thought of myself as anything fucking other.
I was born in Scotland. My mum's Scottish, my dad's Scottish, my grandparents are all Irish, and that's all. There's no English in me. Yeah. No.
Right then, Brian, listen, we've been on 10 minutes. Listen,
brother.
book us in again for next week. We'll have a bit
Okay.
chatting about the jails and that next week, right?
Yeah, that'll be great. Thank you very much, and you enjoy
No
yourself.
problem. And ring us over that matter. I'll text you about over the next couple of days, right? And we'll get it sorted out. I'll do. I'll speak to you then.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I'll speak to you then. I don't know how do I? There we go. No.
Right.
How do I leave?
Next week, yeah.
Yes.
Is it 600, you know?
Yeah.
The pair of you? Hold on, I just try and turn this off. Hold on. Right, hold on, what am I doing here? Yeah, he's turned it off, but we need to turn it off this side because we did it. Exit full screen, and then we need to end the stream. Thanks everybody for coming on.
Yeah, brilliant.